Hello children, myself Divya Sharma from Shivjyoti Educational Group, Kota. Today we are going to continue with Chapter 4, Climate. In the previous class you learnt about weather, climate, the difference between weather and climate, and the factors that determine the climate of a place. Today you will learn about the 3 heat zones of the earth in detail and the factors that determine the climate of a place. As we have read earlier that depending on the amount of heat received, there are 3 climatic or heat zones on the earth. Let us discuss in detail. Climatic zones, the torrid zone, the area on both sides of the equator between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is called the torrid zone. The word torrid means extremely hot. As it lies near the equator, this zone receives maximum heat. It is hot throughout the year. The temperate zones, the areas that lie between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere are called the temperate zones. This region has a mild climate, that is, neither very hot nor very cold. The frigid zones, the areas between Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and between the Arctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere receive very little heat from the sun. They are very cold and large parts are covered with snow throughout the year. They are called the frigid zones. You have seen the diagram of the climatic zones in your previous lesson. In our previous class, we discussed how latitude of a place affects the climate of a place. Apart from latitude, there are some other factors too. So another important factor is height above sea level. With the changing altitude, the temperature also changes. Have you ever visited a hill station? You know that it is cooler up in the hills than in the plains, even if 2 places are at the same distance away from the equator. The higher you go, the cooler it becomes. The peaks of high mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. Thus, the higher a place is from sea level, the cooler its climate. Another important factor is distance from the sea. So you see in the diagram, the land which will be nearer to the sea will have a pleasant climate. Why will that be so? This is because in the summer season, when the land gets very hot, then cool breeze from the sea cools it down. As a result, it does not get very hot. But in the winters, the sea also gives warm breezes. So, in the winter, when the land gets very cold, then warm air from the sea comes and warms the place. So it does not get very cold. So the sea does not allow the place to be either very hot or very cold. As a result, places which are closer to the sea will have a pleasant sort of climate. Another Another important factor that determines the climate of a place is wind. Winds tend to flow in particular directions in different parts of the world. They may be hot, cool, dry, or full of moisture, depending on where they come from. Now, how does wind differentiate between climate of a place? Well, as you can see in the diagram, when the wind is coming from the sea, it is laden with lot of moisture or water. Now, as it rises up and reaches the top of a mountain place, here the water in the air cools down and condenses and falls down as rainfall. So what happened is the air which is rising lost all its moisture at this point, and now as the air advances, it will not have any moisture in it. As a result, the air flowing in this region is very dry, and this area will not get any rainfall, and also it will become very dry. That is why some areas are very hot and dry, and some areas get ample amount of rainfall. For example, the monsoon winds from the Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea bring rain to large parts of India. The hot winds from Thar Desert make Delhi very hot during summer. Thus, the climate of an area is affected by the winds. Another important factor is humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. It affects the climate of a place. The air over equator is laden with water vapor as the heat of sun here causes rapid evaporation of the ocean waters. This causes heavy rain in the area. So the climate near the equator is hot and wet. For example, in some places the humidity is very high. So what happens if the air has lot of moisture in it? It is not able to dry your sweat quickly because it is already filled with lot of moisture, and so you get sweaty. So places which have very high humidity usually have uncomfortable climate. And which are such places? Well, usually places which get a lot of air from sea which is filled with water will have a humid climate. So, children, today you learnt about the three climatic or heat zones and the factors that determine the climate of a place. Thank you.